marriage should not be your ultimate goal in life. I'm not sure where it began. There's a bunch of influences, but I'm not sure where it originated, that we started to center our existence around marriage or the prospect of marriage. And if we don't reach it by a certain age, things start to get a little bit depressing. Then we have to deal with pressure from things like Hollywood and movies, where we see these people getting married at such young ages, which it's fake, but they tell us subconsciously that if we're not married by 25, we're gonna get old and die alone. And then there's societal pressure. We see everyone around us getting married and people pressuring us to get married. And then if we're not married by a certain age, we start to feel like we're getting left behind. And then what that ends up causing is, number one, we get depressed because, again, we see people doing these things and we feel left behind. Or number two, which I think is worse, we, out of peer pressure, get into relationships and marriages that were set up and destined to fail since it began. And then once you feel unfulfilled in a relationship that was never meant to be fulfilling in the first place, that is when the lying happens, the cheating happens. That's when divorce rates start to spike up, because you didn't go into marriage because you wanted to. You went into it because you felt like you had to. Please allow me to set you free right now from all of that pressure and let you know that marriage should not be your ultimate goal in life. Don't get me wrong. I love being married. It is honestly one of the best things that's ever happened to me. But as much as I champion marriage, I also champion being single. Because if you fail to treat your single days as you should, you're not going to be equipped to handle your married days as you should. These are the days that you have to figure out who you are. This is when you take yourself out to eat. This is when you look inward and figure out what internal issues you have to resolve before you invite someone else into your life or accept someone else's invitation. Because I'll tell you right now, our focus as a society is on the wrong thing. We're focused on getting the right person, but we're not focused on being the right person. We want to take cute couple pictures and post them, but we're not focused on what happens behind the lens if things aren't working properly. We are focusing on a wedding, but not a marriage. And I'll tell you, marriage is a lot of work, a lot of sacrifice. And I know a lot of you say every time you talk, you make marriage seem like such a bad idea. Listen, if you're not willing to put in the work, if you're not willing to sacrifice things that you need to sacrifice, please don't get married. Because at the end of the day, you're going to sabotage something that you thought was going to be a good thing. And then you're going to blame the institution instead of looking inward and taking accountability. But that's a whole different video. Right now, I'm telling you, enjoy being single. Do not let societal pressures influence your decision-making. Because if you don't know who you are before you get married, who are you going to be when you do get married?